Welcome back, guys. Today I'm going to be taking a look at this little remote control robot by JJRC. This is called the Cady Wili. Let me show you the box that it comes in. It's a really unusual name. Here's the box it comes in, and you can see the name here, Cady Wili. I'm not sure why it's spelled that way. Here's a little low-cost remote control robot. Really cool for kids. My 2-year-old daughter just goes crazy. She absolutely loves it. Squeals and just goes nuts. And it has a controller, and it has a wristwatch controller, so you can control it with 2 different input devices. Pretty neat little robot. Like I said, it's not very expensive. Let's go back and look at the robot some more. Now it has a charging port on the back, so the battery is mounted inside. I don't know if you could remove it. I guess you could take it apart, take it out. I don't know what kind of battery is in here. I don't know if it's a nickel cadmium or a lithium ion. I'm not exactly sure on that. But you just take this little charging cable here. Of course, it's USB, and it just plugs in here using that standard little plug. Plug it in a wall. One thing that was really neat was when it's done charging, he says something. He says charging complete or something like that. And then he asks you, what do you want to do? I thought that was really cool, and it said it like 3 or 4 times. Now in the front, you've got your power button here. I'll turn him on.
My planet was destroyed 5,000 years ago.
He goes on and starts saying something about wonder or something. He says a different name. And he says, my planet was destroyed 5,000 years ago. And he goes on to tell the history of his planet. This button here, I believe, is like a wake-up button if it's gone into sleep mode. Now, it has these couple sensors here in the front. These are supposed to be like gesture controls. I've not had much luck with that. Sometimes it can get it to spin, but it doesn't seem to be very good. It could be the lighting. It may need really bright lighting. I don't know. Or it just may not work very well. Now it can walk, or it can actually roll on the wheels. It can walk or it can scoot on it. You can switch between those two. It plays music, and it also dances. Like I said, you can go to story mode and tell some stories about its planet. It also says it can teach English, which I think is kind of funny because it speaks sort of broken English anyway. I think that's meant for mainland China to help teach Chinese kids how to speak English, is what I believe that is for. Let's take a look at the controller first. I think it's infrared, so you have to be aiming it sort of at the robot. You got your slide or walk steps and turning. You can turn the volume up and down. It can get quite loud. He's not super easy to understand when he's talking. Every few words you're going to kind of have a difficult understanding what he's saying. There's your dance mode, mechanical language. That's sort of like Star Wars R2-D2. He would say, you can't probably understand what I'm going to say, or something like that. And then he goes into and makes those mechanical beep sounds, which sounds an awful lot like R2-D2 from Star Wars. Your music here, ABC English is to teach you English, which again, it's hard to understand him anyway, so that's really not going to be very useful. And a story mode where he tells some stories about his planet or something like that. And volume up and down, like I said, and you've got a program button. You can program input into, I think, up to 50 commands, something like that. Then hit program again, and it will go through and execute all those commands. And a display, I think that's like a demo mode here on display. Now the watch is actually pretty cool, and it fits onto my, I got some spider webs here on the ground. The watch is pretty neat. It comes with the button cells already in it, so you don't need to buy any batteries. You've got your forward, back, right, and left. You can switch between slide and walk. You got your demo mode, like I was just mentioning. A follow me mode, which I didn't have any success with that. It's supposed to be able to follow you with this watch, which I don't know if it's something to do with the inputs. I don't know exactly how it's going to know to follow you, since there's no GPS. I'm a little uncertain. Maybe that's why it doesn't work very well. Sing and dance, and then the story mode. So you can just throw this on your wrist. It's sort of like those slap, wristband things. And I have really small wrists for an adult male, but you just put it on there, and away you go. So I'll use this, and I'll use the controller. Both seem to work pretty well. Overall, like I said, I think this is a really neat little product for a kid. An adult probably will get bored with it, but a kid's going to absolutely love this. So I believe I covered everything. Like I said, there's a lot of things this robot can do. So let's move along now, and I'll drive around here in the garage. All right, guys, let's take the Cady Wili robot here and just a little demonstration here in the garage. Now, I'm gonna go turn him on, and I'll let you hear again as he begins to talk. The volume is quite loud, and you can bump that down. Indoors, it can be a bit too loud. That's why I'm doing it out here. The baby's sleeping. I don't want to wake the baby up with the loud talking robot. So I'm going to turn it on, and you can actually hear him talk.
Dangerous wanderer, my planet was destroyed 5,000 years ago, and now you are my only nothing. I am only coming.
All right, so he's talking now. You go ahead and press stop, and that'll stop from talking because it's a little loud. It's kind of neat to listen to the story the first time, but you know, it's like I said, it's a little loud and repetitious. It does it every time you turn him on. Now, what I'll do first is I'm going to go ahead and do some commands here with the watch. So I'm going to go ahead and just tell him to move forward. He's probably going to, let's see what mode he's in. All right, so he's in basically the roller or slide mode. Let's go ahead and press the walk here and see if I can switch into walk. All right, he's still, let's try it. Now let's try it. Now he's gonna walk. So I didn't get the button pressed very good. Let's go ahead and try turning him. And just press it again. And have him walk away. So I mean, it doesn't do too many steps there, but so you have to keep pressing it if you want to continue to have him walk. I think the walking looks cooler than the sliding. Here, I'll switch it back to slide mode. And he's just going to obviously use his rollers. Now, it says there's a follow mode. I'm going to try that, but like I said, I've not really had any luck with the follow mode. Let's go ahead and press follow. It's not and now I just got to move him forward. Now I press follow. Let's see, is it actually going to follow me? See, he's turning in circles now. Oh, now he is coming this way. It may just be a gimmick because he's kind of moving around, but he's not necessarily doing anything. Let's see if I move over here. Well, he is coming towards me now. I've not had much luck. This is actually not too, you know, it's better than I thought. It seems like it may be somehow able to determine the signal, but I'm not exactly sure how it would work. Now, see, now he's going away from me. I think I'm going to hit follow again and see if I can get it to stop. I've had trouble getting the follow me mode to actually turn off. Sometimes I try to press stop on the controller and it doesn't do it either, see? So let's try another mode. So now I hit demo mode and now he's going into his demo dance. And now I hit stop. So the follow me mode is a little hard to exit out of. Hitting demo on the watch here, switched into demo mode, then I was able to cancel it out. So as you can see, the follow me mode doesn't seem to work very well. Again, I'm not exactly sure how it would actually follow the watch. It must be something that I'm not familiar with. But as you can see, it didn't work well, so that's probably why. The story mode is going to just be telling his stories here on the watch. And of course, we can just do sing and dance with the watch. Have to aim it at the, there he goes. My kids think that's really neat. The sound quality is pretty good. He's dancing around. I think that's really pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and press stop with the controller. So, you know, pretty basic controls with the watch. You get more controls here with the controller. Let's just do music mode. He's going to sing a beautiful song. So, you know, you get the idea. And press stop. The story mode, we won't mess with that. I mean, that's just going to be talking. Here's the mechanical language mode. Let's do the dance mode first. And that's the same, actually that's the same we just did with the watch. Let's do the mechanical language. This will be like the R2-D2 sounding.
Are you sure, Melissa? I think you cannot understand.
He says, I think you cannot understand one.
Like this.
That sounds to me identical to R2-D2. I'd have to listen to them side by side, but that's clearly what they were aiming at. He says, yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to understand, is what he's trying to tell you. Like I said, the ABC English is just me trying to teach you, English, which I would not recommend. It doesn't speak English well enough. Now, it's got those sensors on the front, and I don't know how well this is going to show up in my head cam, but I'm going to try to see if I can see he's not doing anything. You have to get really close to him.
Master, come and play with me.
And it may be picking up some now. Sometimes it's hard to know. I got a butterfly on him. So it works, but it's spotty. There it's going. It's supposed to be like push away or forward you or right or left to turn, something like that. The instructions are not real clear on it. So it works. My daughter's had the most luck getting this to work. I don't know how well this is showing up because of my camera. I'm not used to filming really low on the ground up close, but these sensors, it does work. It just doesn't work really well, and neither does the follow me mode. But everything else works really well. The controller seems to be fairly sensitive. He's really loud, which is fine, unless you don't like it indoors. And I think the watch is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and turn him off so he doesn't blow me away here as I'm trying to talk to you guys. Overall, for what you all get, and it has a long, I don't know how long it runs, but I mean, we played with it yesterday for probably 20 minutes, and I charged it up, and it was like 10 minutes it said it was full. So it didn't hardly use any battery. So I think a half an hour, 45 minutes I bet it'll probably do. So overall, I mean, this is not real expensive. There's a purchase link if you're looking for something for a younger kid. There's a purchase link in the description, and there may be some shipping on it, but I don't think it was very much. I don't remember. I don't want to quote a price, but I know it wasn't really expensive. So, this is the second JJRC robot that I've reviewed, and I like the other one that shot the missiles, and I think this one's really another cool alternative that's actually a little cheaper than that one. So if you're interested, there's a purchase link in the description. And guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I know it's been a few weeks since I've done anything. It's just been a little lull in the products coming in, but got a few things to review now. So be sure to subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and click the bell so you know when I do upload something. And as always, guys, have a good day.
The power of the dark side.